Hi guys, this is Stephanie. Welcome to Stephanie's Journey. For those of you who are here for the very first time, welcome. And for those of you returning, welcome back. Today I am going to do a garden tour for you. You can hear my fan. Sorry, it's hot and it keeps the bugs from biting my neck. That coming along that. Anyway, so I'm doing a garden tour 1st of August. Didn't do it at the end of July. Didn't get a chance to, but let's show you around. So let me turn the camera around. Oh, it's hot already. Okay, y'all, my camera got too hot and the video sounded horrible, so I had to redo it. So now I'm gonna have to go a little bit faster. But what we got here is we still have some dino kale. Nothing else is in there. Never did. And my marigolds, they're still back there. I'm gonna save some seeds for make sure I have some for next year. My fig tree still figging along. My onions have died back. I cut the tops off of the um, I think these are a bunch of onions. Yeah, cut the tops off of those. My tomatoes, I mean not tomato, potatoes are still standing, so I have not pulled that bag yet. That is the last bag of potatoes. Got my blueberries. They're needing to be fertilized, see where they're turning red. And that pot, anyhow. All these ground cherries need to come out. They have all come to the end of their life. That's the other blueberry, and that's the blueberry there. And they're pretty fine. I have my greens, collards, and kale that I planted early in the season. I still let them go. I'm going to plant them up there, but I have not gotten to that yet because I got to pull the old ones up. This is my Jimmy Nardello. It is very hot out here, so my camera is going to get hot, but I may have to break this up in two pieces. My Jimmy Nardello is growing. I got a bunch of them still on here. Um, this is a volunteer tomato. There's three in this pot. I don't even know how they're growing, but they have been putting off tomatoes, and I've been coming out here getting them off. My fig tree, I've been pulling out figs. I got one that's ready. All the others that was on this limb are gone. I do have some more here that's growing and some on that limb. I have a squash back there. I think it's a scallop squash, not for sure. Can't remember which one I stuck in there because they were repotted. I mean regrown. This is my sweet potato. This is the orange one. I think it's the Beauregard. One of the orange ones. I don't know which one it is. It's a mixture of both of them together. But it's doing good here, so I left it. I have been clipping off the ends, but I don't know why that part is turning yellow, but it is. But that's fine. So let us sit with that. Back there it looks like a zoo. It's a hot mess. A hot mess. But once I pull that out, I'm going to put some fall stuff back there. I think I'm going to put my cabbages in this row right here in those bags. That's what I'm going to have. This is another bag that I planted that is sweet potatoes. It got purple and orange in this one bag. The one that was in the back died off. I have another one that's over there, I believe, that I'm going to put in here. These are my dragon tongue green beans. As you can see, I harvested off of them yesterday, so it's not many on here, but there are a bunch of pretty green bean flowers that are on there. So I will have some more to harvest and some smaller ones on here that will be done by the end of the week. These are my strawberries. They look like they all have pretty much gone to heaven. I don't know if I'm going to get them back next year. I might pull them out, what's left, and put them in my green stalk. I'm going to have to pull up these marigolds. I got one there and one here. My one lonesome squash that came up. And then these are two straight neck squash replanted in here after the other ones. The squash bug got them. And then my beautiful rosemary. I cut it way down. And now it's starting to grow back and bush out. It's going to get big. I don't want to take over this bed, so I'm going to try to keep this trim back and let it grow up as much as I can. Here I have Another little small roseberry that is a cutting from that one over there. This is my celery. This is some basil, and then I have a cube of butter, and then 2 round zucchinis that I'm going to split up, put one somewhere else, and then these are my um, what beans are those? Good gosh, my brain went blank. Lima beans, but they're not podding. They're creating pods, but there are no beans inside of them, and got poop. Yeah, poop. So that's a caterpillar on here somewhere. I don't even see any missing leaves. I don't even know where it's at, but I gotta find it. It's in there somewhere. So yeah, lots of flowers on here. Gotta go because it's getting hot, really hot. Weeds need to spray some spray. No, one lonesome carrot that's here is getting big, so that one's probably ready to pull. I think it's gonna be a long one, so I'll do a video when I pull that one to see how big it is. I'm sweating. I've been out here 2 minutes. This thing been on, no, 5 minutes. But this is my, um, this is for the bugs. I left it here for the bugs so they can have something to eat. Basil, um, Swiss chard, no good. Only thing that I'm gonna leave in this bed is this. This is my stevia. I'm gonna leave this here. Rest of it, everything's gonna get pulled out. Some more basil, all the basils for the bugs. More stevia. I've got a whole bunch of little ones, like 3 that I cut off from these, and I'm gonna use those. These are my callaloo, which is amaranth, same thing. My friend gave me these, so once they get big enough, I'm going to cook them and see what they taste like. I've never had it before. These are all volunteer. These are all volunteer tomatoes. This one is not put on any flowers. It was sick, but it's doing much better now. So yeah, let you see those. Looking good. Still got a bunch of tomatoes on it. We got a bunch of rain. A few of them been eaten up like this one. If you can see that one. It's been eaten up, but it's doing okay. That's not one of my transplants that I broke off of the other stevia. So I have the 3 going. And these are the 3 tomatoes that I actually planted from seed. So I know what they are. They don't look as bad as the other ones look. So hopefully they'll last through the fall. This is my 1 carrot. So I have 3 fully grown carrots. And then I planted more here, but they are not doing anything. I do have one. I have 2, one there. I don't know. This camera getting hot. I can't see it anymore. So we got one there and one there. And this is where I'm going to take a break and come back and do the other beds. Okay, I have to take intermission because come on the porch and get out the sun. It is 95 degrees out here. Well, maybe 92, but it's hot. And my camera, I'm on my camera. I bought a new camera, a video camera. I bought the Pocket 3, but when I got it, it had already been open, so I sent it back and ordered a new one from somewhere else. So I got that one from Amazon because I do not want a used camera, not when you're paying $500-$600 for it. So hopefully that camera can stand a little bit more than my phone can in the heat. Anyway, so we'll be back and do the second half in a minute once we let my phone cool down just a little bit. Okay, I've switched to my camera because maybe it'll not get hot as fast. But all right, in this bed I have my volunteer tomato. It is a cherry tomato. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize it had tomatoes on it. So we do have some cherry tomatoes coming. I don't know how to zoom this camera in. That's the only bad thing about it. This is my mammoth leaf basil. I grew it in one of these containers here with the dome on it. So it was yellow. Finally turning green and looking like it's not going to die. Another volunteer. This was from a sucker. I think that's all that's in this bed. This is where my cabbage was. So I'm going to put something else in here. I just have not gotten around to cleaning anything up. I did plant a row of carrots all the way across. Don't see any. Oh, nope, got one. Where's my finger? There we go. Got one that's coming up there. Maybe there. So maybe we will get some. I need to water. It's very, very hot out here. 90 degrees. So this is this one tomato plant. It must not, it doesn't look like it has disease like all the rest of them. So I'm letting it go, but it is sprawling from this bed over into that bed. So that's why I really haven't planted much over there. And it's coming out the bed, but it's still doing good for the most part. Most of these in this bed are doing okay. The peppers are well. I got 2 shishitos, which they're putting on very well. And then I have this one here, which is a banana pepper. But it's not. I pulled the last 2 out from it. It does have a flower on it, but it looks like something's eating it. So I might need to check that one and see if it has a hornworm, because that's what it looks like. So we have 2 more shishitos. Then we have this black Hungarian, and that's all the peppers that's in there. This one's putting on, keeps having a bunch of flowers. Of course, I'm hand pollinating it. We have that one tomato there. That's the only one that doesn't look too good, but the rest of them are looking fine. That's in this bed. I'm dropping the tomatoes when they're bad because we got so much rain. They all split. Not worth dealing with. So they'll come up next year. We got this, which is my giant macaroni. I pulled 2 off of them. This one's going red, so I probably will get that one off of it. They all need to be fertilized, so I'm going to fertilize the beds today. These tomatoes need to be pulled out. They are not looking that good at all, but they're growing up over the fence, so we'll see what they do. The tomatoes that's on there now looks fine, but I think I'm going to cut it back and just let it do what it do. The cucumbers I need to pull out. They look horrible, horrible, horrible. But I have some more started, so that is fine. I have a volunteer tomato back there, but it's not doing too much. It's a sweetie. I really believe that has come to its death. So I'm going to take the other cucumber and put it here or here. I don't know because of the okra. It's taking over. It's gotten to the top of the fence, which is 6 feet tall. Look at that big Japanese beetle. That thing is big. God, I wish I knew how to zoom this camera in. I don't. But that beetle is in there and it's big. I need to watch a video to see how to zoom this camera in. Let me see if it's the button to zoom it. Nope. That makes it light. I think it's this button. Nope. Ain't that either. And I messed it up. Okay, now it's back. I don't know how to zoom the camera in, unfortunately, but anyway. Japanese beetle. Okra tree. Because it is a freaking tree. The thing is huge. But anyway, my favorite okra that I put back there did not make it because this one grew, this variety grew too big and overshadowed all of the rest of them, even on the outside. So it is what it is. I'm getting what I'm getting. Got basil planted up under it. I had onions here. So a few of them are still there. Of course, they didn't get no sun, so they did not grow. My yarrow is here. She's still growing. Haven't flowered or anything yet, but it is still there. We have these pepper here. This pepper is finally starting to take off. This is my serrano pepper that I have here. And this is my, I think it's my Anaheim. Don't see the stick, but I believe this one is my Anaheim pepper. So it is finally starting to put on peppers. And then these are my 2 fish peppers. This is the one, remember, the cornworm ate it up, but it has come back to life. So it is looking pretty decent. This one is putting on more peppers than this one in. Don't know why, but I pulled them all off and let it do what it's doing. In the back, got a bunch of flower weeds. I'm going to pull up those tomatoes. All the tomatoes in this bed I'm going to pull up. In the back, I'm going to put something back there, not for sure what, while the peppers still continue to do that thing. And the okra does this thing over there. That thing is massive. Every time I look at it, I have to bend it over to get the okra off of it. But anywho, over here is some green beans. They're just starting to put on flowers. I can't remember which ones I planted, but they're not the dragon tongue. They're another one flowering. They're fighting for its life. And then I got some lima beans there. And I think right here too, I think I put about 4 lima beans in here. Stand that back up. 4 lima beans in here with the green beans. And then I also have my nasturtiums. I love nasturtiums. And they actually grow all year for me for the most part. So that's what I have in here. In this bed, I threw a squash, which is it's an Armenian cucumber. I threw in there. It needs water. It is so hot. I'm going to water everything with the water hose today. My water hose bill was like $300. Not $300. Who don't say that? It went up like $20 from what it used to be. So I was happy to get all that rain, but now it hasn't rained. This is the tomatillo plant. The other one did die, so I just have this one. I need to pull it up because you can't get anything with just one. But the bees love it. Squash that's still left in here, but it's dead. So we got to pull that up, pull up the marigolds. Same with this one. I planted another squash in there. It needs water. I watered them yesterday, a day before, but it's just so hot. So they need a good drench of water. So I'm going to do that today. Probably have to do it twice and see if they come back to life. Same with this one. This is a cube of butter like I have in one of the white garden beds. It is dying of thirst as well. This is my eggplant. These are the frog fingers, and we got a nice little spider there that made itself a home. But this one is producing a lot. I thought one was a regular eggplant and one was the frog finger, but come to find out, they both are frog fingers. So it's what it is. But this is the one that got ate up by the hornworm. So it is what it is. This one is full. So we'll just let them both just do their things. I'm going to give them some fish fertilizer and water them in very good this evening. Same with this melon. It is hot and thirsty, but we do have a few melons that are on it. Let me find you one. There's one there. You can see that. I think it has like 3 or 4 of them on here. One looked like it was drying up. Yeah, it's back there. Ouch. It's back there if you can see it. I don't think it got fertilized. We got one right there. I think that one got fertilized. So at least we'll have a few melons, hopefully. If it can withstand the heat. Still got that going. The bees love it, so I haven't taken it out. Got one kohlrabi back there. I put a Armenian cucumber right there, so hopefully they like the heat, so that should be fine. Then my ginger is still looking decent here and there, so hopefully I get a bunch of ginger this year. Then my other sweet potatoes. This is the purple sweet potato. And it's thirsty too. You can just look at it and tell everything needs water. This is my green stock. I just don't do well with green stalks. I don't know what it is. I'm just not doing well with this, but it is what it is. It does have green beans on that plant that looks horrendous, but it does have beans on it. So we'll see what it do. I watered it too yesterday, but it don't look like it. So I'm going to water them in all again today and give them fish fertilizer because they all need to be fertilized this week. This is a squash plant that does not look good. Got a bug on it. I keep putting stuff on it. It's growing. I got one squash. This is the round squash. Got a few coming. I don't know if it's going to make it. Hopefully I can get this one lonesome to grow and I get one squash off of it. Citronella that needs water. And of course my basil for bugs, but it's not keeping bugs. And this one, I swear, every day I come out here and it has a squash bug on it that has laid freaking eggs. I can't remember if it's a zucchini or a squash, but it's round. And I got a few on there. I keep getting squash bugs, as you can see. That one right down there. Kill it. They keep laying eggs. As you can see, you have a bunch of eggs right there on that leaf. That's what they look like. Right there. Just every day, this plant has squash bugs on it. Every single day. And I just come out, pull them off, and kill it. But yeah, that's what I have. I killed that bug. Hopefully, let me make sure. I really want to get one of these squash. I don't know how big they get. Probably a little bigger than that. So hopefully by the end of the week, I may have a squash. But I got basil everywhere, of course. Not doing nothing with it. Because I got enough dry basil already saved from last year. Because I put it everywhere. But I let it grow. The bees like it. And it's supposed to deter bugs. That's it, other than my herbs that are gone to God. They look a mess. Don't think they're gonna come back. There's lemon balm. There's peppermint and spearmint. There's some garlic. That was an egg. A flower. I forget which it is. And that's thyme. And that's it. So that is it for my garden. As you can see, it's a jungle. Some things look good, some things do not. It's just ready to do your transition from spring, from summer to fall. And yeah, I just got to do a bunch of cleanup on it, get it together, and start planting fall crop. So, and that's there, so I can clean up. I started. And yeah. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm sweating. I told you it's so hot out here. Thank you guys for stopping by my channel. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I look forward to seeing you all in my very next video. Bye-bye.